Good evening. Welcome to our weekly business training. I'm really excited to share this video with you. I have to say that sometimes when you're learning from people from other teams and other groups that are growing very, very quickly, sometimes they have some incredible tips that could just really give you a better understanding on just how to accelerate things and maybe take a look at what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're saying. And this was something that kind of hit home to me. So I'm going to play Jamie Summers' little presentation that she did for the Wisdom Builders the other day, and then we'll have a discussion around it.
Guys,
Yep.
is it good?
Yep.
Okay. Love it. Yeah. So you guys are looking at a Jamie original. This is a quote that I came up with. One thing that I realized is that as the team is growing, we all have that heart that we all commonly have to share this incredible opportunity with everyone. And I realized that there are some people that I might not have had the honor to meet yet, right? We might have some brand new faces on today. So I thought that I would kick today's call off by introducing myself, and it's going to make a lot of sense because it's going to roll into my training. So my name is Jamie Summers. I'm married to my amazing high school sweetheart, my best friend, Matt. We have two super active kids in high school sports, which also makes me an unpaid Uber at the moment. We are a huge Disney family. Like, we love Disney. We live in Northwest Indiana, but one day we will live close to the Magic Kingdom. Mark my words. I have my bachelor's in health and wellness, maths in construction, and in 2014 is where our path originally started. Okay, see, Matt and I were in the worst shape of our lives. I should have put our befores up there. Afterthought, right? I was pushing over 204 plus pounds with zero confidence, zero energy, and Matt was at the heaviest weight he was ever at, dealing with horrible gut issues. We normalized not feeling great every single day, and you know what? Life just isn't meant to be lived that way, my friends, right? And here's what I knew. I knew that if nothing changes, nothing is ever going to change. So when I graduated with my degree, I was introduced to a health and wellness company. At that point in my life, all I wanted to do was be the healthy parents that our two kids deserve, right? We fell in love with creating that change, not only in our health, but I really grabbed a hold of my passion that lit my fire, right? We got to the top 1% of that company, changed our lives physically, financially, and we led with passion in that company for 7 years. We had big vision, and then one day, the leadership team was gathered together for a 5-minute Zoom call where our world completely got flipped upside down in an instant. I remember hanging up that call, realizing that we just lost our business. Our friends that built impact for years just lost their business, and it created a very dark cloud in my life. I felt like I lost my path for my purpose because that rug took so much more than just our business. It took my passion, it took my heart, it took my hope, it took my trust. Everything that we believed and stood so tall in literally collapsed underneath us. We had to look at our kids and face the reality, I'm gonna get emotional, reality that now we have all of those big dreams that we once had that we seen so clear were no longer possible, right? My husband and I, out of integrity and loyalty and respect, followed our leadership team to another health and wellness company, make the best of an unfortunate situation, right? However, at this point in my life, I had no idea Neolife existed, right? I quickly learned that my heart and my passion didn't align with their products, right? I didn't like the taste. I didn't like how I felt. My brain fog was unreal. My energy was on the struggle bus. My body fat was going in the wrong direction, right? But the crazy part, friends, is that I ate the same and I trained the same. So I put my science hat back on because here's the thing. I can't be passionate about things that I don't believe in. I had to search and search and search for you guys. And I'm so grateful that I found you, because at the end of the day, I am a person who walks the walk that they talk. I will never turn around and tell someone that to try something that I don't personally believe in. And I didn't do that with the other company, right? I found myself never talking about it, and I just hung on to it completely silent because of the relationships that we built for 7 years with our upline. So here's what happened. I masked my heartache by getting a job as a personal training manager. I did really great things there. I flipped that program completely upside right. I increased monthly PT revenue by $10,000 in less than a year, right? I did great things, but at the end of the day, I still felt unfulfilled, right? And I caught myself normalizing that, all while my body fat is still going up, right? I reached my line of enough, reminded myself that there was a day that I said yes back in 2014. And that yes was because I wanted to be a healthy mom to my 2 kids. I didn't say yes because of an upline leadership, right? So that really grounded me back to, you need to put your yes first in everything that you do. But the crazy part is that a lot of you guys don't realize that I found Neolife back in December of 2019, right? I knew that this was my it. I knew it. I knew it with all of my heart. But yet I didn't put my yes first completely until November 2020, because I put those relationships over my own health. And as I was thinking about the topic for today, I kept circling back to sharing my full story with you all, my road back to my confidence. And I came up with this quote last week after an awesome conversation with John. And I said, where he was literally in mid-sentence, and I was like, wait a minute, listen to this. If you don't have confidence in what you're sharing, people won't have confidence in what you're doing. And I literally wrote it down, and I had it sitting right here. And that is what stemmed today's conversations for our topic. So let's all go get rid of some things together that could be holding us back in this opportunity, right? So what are the things that we need to stop? We need to stop overthinking the good stuff, right? There are so many great things in our life that we just overthink, right? We get in our own way all of the time, and we need to stop doing that. We need to stop letting the past hold us back. Maybe you don't have a story like my husband and I do, where things got ripped out from underneath your feet. But maybe you have something in your past that's holding you back that, I didn't get to where I wanted to go. Well, here's the thing, friends. Sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with your work ethic. It has everything to do with we are pouring too much time and energy and work in the wrong path, right? So stop letting the past hold you back. Stop thinking that you need a better story before you start sharing. I did this for so long in Neolife. I remember exactly where I was at when Josh Clark called me and he said, hey, Jamie, I would love for you to share your story on our Monday leadership call. My whole body just crumbled in. And I was so quiet on the phone for a second and I got emotional. And I said, Josh, I appreciate it, but I don't feel like I deserve it. And I'm not there yet. And let me tell you, when you have good people in your corner that want to light your fire and fan those flames of impact and lift you up because of who they are and the vision that they see, those are the people that you need to get around. That is why I'm so grateful for gathering around the campfire, for having good people in my life. Because at the end of the day, if I didn't have Josh in that moment lifting me up because of where I come from, I had a big voice in where I was at. I spoke on stages. I led so many things for our team, and in an instant, it just all stopped. So it's hard to forget the past when we're trying to find our future. And a lot of the times we allow that to hold us back. So stop thinking you need a better story before you start sharing what you're excited about. Don't let your past or don't let other things of comparison get in the way of your excitement, because your story right now is amazing, right? And stop playing it small. This is a really big one, because a lot of things in our life we like to downplay. We let it cloud our excitement because we're so worried about what they're going to say, or they're going to say, or they're going to say. And at the end of the day, that was me for a while. Going from being, I didn't care. I lead with my passion all the time, and people knew who I was and what I did. And when I broke away, I broke away because I put my yes first. And I knew that Neolife was my best chance at getting my health back. And I am so grateful that I had enough confidence in those little moments that I actually chased it, because it completely changed my life. And it is the best yes that I have ever made, period. And that is my whole truth. So I got to a point where I was playing it small. I was dimming down my excitement because I was so worried about what that other leadership was going to think about it or say about it. Because I thought that, you know what, we were friends, right? So I don't want to upset them or have them think something. And I got in my own way. And the problem with that is I was like beaming with so much excitement about how amazing I was feeling on these products. I mean, week one, friends, my energy was through the roof. I felt I could spell. My brain fog was completely gone. I felt on top of the world, amazing. And for so long, I didn't. But I didn't lead with my 100% all in passion and excitement because I was so worried about what other people were going to say about it. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. My health is more important than what they have to say. And if people in our life are not going to be happy for us when we are thriving and when we are living our best life in our health, and we are doing the things that are best for us, for our four walls, if they can't be happy for us, then their heart is wrong, right? So I had to sift through that and have lots of great conversations with Alan and Nicole. And let me tell you about having some good people in your corner. It's so important. So Alan and Nicole, I appreciate you for sifting me through that, because at the end of the day, what we have our hands on and what I had my hands on before, I've never in my life had this quality in my life ever. So it's the best thing since sliced bread, and we make bread whole again, right? So input trade in. All right, so stop leaning into the excuses. Here's the thing about excuses, friends. They do nothing but hold us back. That's what they're designed for. Why are we leaning into them? Why are we not leading with 100% rock solid belief in everything that we do and everything that we have our hands on? Are we not getting around the fire enough? Are we not reaching up and reaching out? Are we not believing that, man, I don't have to have a 50-pound weight loss. I could have a different story. I could add 65 pounds on my back squat and still be have an amazing story. Like, you have to walk in what is moving you forward. And that takes a moment on stepping back, taking a deep breath, putting your yes first. What are the things in my life that I want? And what am I going to do to gather that and get it? What are my daily tasks that are going to move my life forward? And you know what? If it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. And life is going to come for us all. Excuses are going to come for us all, right? So when those curveballs come in your day, just know that, you know what, I just got to step up to the plate and swing the bat. And I'm going to keep waking up every single day. I'm going to keep moving myself forward. So don't allow the excuses of the easy things to allow you from showing up for yourself, because that is only going to hold you back one more day. And if we keep doing that, we're still going to be another day away from trying to reach our mountaintop. So we have all of these things, right? Playing it small, think you need a better story before you share, leaning into the excuses, overthinking the good stuff, letting the past hold you back. And I guarantee you that I am not the only one that allowed these things that are listening today to get in my way. We are all human. We all have these things in our life. Whatever is holding you back, just realize that maybe these things that are happening to us, maybe that big rug that got pulled out from underneath our feet, I had to take a step back and realize, you know what? Maybe that was God moving those things out of my life so that the path that I was always meant to walk down became a little clearer for me, so that I can put my shoes on and I can move my life forward. So have gratitude in things that might be getting in your way, because they might be trying to show you something. If that makes sense, right? So in this moment, I want you guys to decide that the past is in the past, whatever that is for you. It does not matter where you are. It matters where you're going, right? Don't get caught up with the frustration of where you are now and where you want to go, right? There are a lot of growth things that we need to do, and we need to rise ourselves up to the leadership that we want to walk with. That takes personal growth. That takes showing up every day. That takes getting clear with what you want in your life, in your business, moving forward. So what builds this business? Passion, excitement, and confidence, right? So let's go into that just a little bit. Passion. A desire fueled by passion will bring about the greatest results in life. Passion is a strong desire that can get you to do amazing things. Passion, living in your passion increases your confidence. So what are you passionate about? Write those things down. Because at the end of the day, people are going to buy you before they buy Neolife. You have to show up for what you're passionate about. Excitement. Having a heightened state of energy, enthusiasm, and eagerness. But know this, excitement is a temporary but powerful emotion, right? Excitement, it creates that positivity, the energy, and moves us into action, right? While excitement is fleeting, passion makes itself felt every single day in your life, right? Passion fuels your actions. It motivates you to go after that extra mile, right? That extra call, that extra being intentional, reaching out to someone. It motivates us to help us make those goals a reality. And it shapes a vision that helps you work your life forward towards, right? Confidence. The feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something you have firm trust in. Here is what I know. I know who I am. I know I walk the walk that I talk. I know that if I say something, it is truth. That is how I am. That's how I'm wired. I know that I can pair myself, my passion, my degree, my excitement with Neolife because of the confidence I have in them as a company, because I've never seen a company run with so much integrity. And I don't have to tell you guys all that. We're all here, right? So having firm trust in what you're doing and who you surround yourself around, and knowing that. Confidence is the state of feeling certain about the truth of something. You all have a story. It is all amazing. Nobody can take it away. That is your truth, right? You can be certain about that. So have confidence in it. Confidence is a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. Know what you bring to the table, and know that where you might lack in something, there is someone in your circle here that can light that fire for you. And vice versa, you can light their fire on something that they're lacking. That's what I love about this community, is that we are in this business for ourselves, but we are never in this business by ourselves, right? We are in this for our health, for ourselves, but we are never in this by ourselves. We have people that we can lean on when we need help. Don't let yourself get in the way of reaching out if you need help. This culture is different. So what is your story? Take some time, think about it, own it. No one can take it away. Where you were before you said yes to Neolife. What did you see that made you say yes to Neolife? What happened? What results did you see? And what are you excited about? Where are you going with this? Why do you continue to say yes every single day, right? What is your vision? What do you see? What do you want? Right? You need to write that down. Don't leave that to your memory. You need to write it down. You need to look at it every single day. You need to chase it. If it's worth you thinking about it, it's worth it for you to put your shoes on, lace up those laces, and run after it. You get one shot at this life, right? So what is your vision? What do you see? And here's a little challenge for you guys. When is the last time you, right? When is the last time you shared your story with someone? When is the last time you shared somebody else's Neolife story? Right? When's the last time you put your leaders to work? Three-way calls, three-way messages, health talk, tagged them in a story, added third-party credibility to your story, right? This is so much bigger than just us. We have thousands of stories we can lean on. When is the last time you shared a sample? Followed up with someone, right? Followed up with someone that already said yes to you. Are you being a 5-star coach? Are you helping them get to the goals that they say that they want? Right? Are you checking in on them, making sure that they are feeling amazing? When's the last time you followed up with someone that has not said yes to you yet, but might have watched a health talk or might have heard your story, right? Follow-up is so key in this. When's the last time you had a guest on a health talk or hosted your own health talk, enrolled a new club member or a new promoter, earned your health pack for free? You know, I believe that our focus should always be on earning the max and turning around and helping others earn the max as well. 2 weight loss packs with packets, $497 in free product. What other company does that for their customers who doesn't even have to sign up for a club membership? Our club membership is free, right? And we give them 90 days to go all in for their goals. I mean, it is incredible. Lead with that with strength. You know, what are you currently earning? How many health packs are you earning? When's the last time you helped one of your club members earn theirs, right? How many of you helped so far? I know these are a lot of questions, but these are the things that I always have rolling in my head. You know, when's the last time you navigated your website? There are incredible reports in our website that is going to show you where to focus in your business. People that are excited about Neolife, that are saying yes to their products every single day, that is where we can reach out. You know, we have an incredible 3 for free report, an incredible challenge report. Our sales performance report is amazing. You know, check your club members that are 6 of 6 in their auto ship. They have product points that they can utilize that maybe you can get a brand new product into their life that is going to impact their health. So make sure you're looking at that. And then in closing, are you ready? Let's go. So let me share a little bit about this. Are you guys ready to make this month better than last month? I love that has been our focus, right? So are you ready to lead your business with passion, excitement, and confidence, right? Are you sold out that your story no one can take away and realize that that is enough? That is amazing, right? You wake up every day, you put your yes first. The most important person you are ever going to recruit in Neolife is yourself, and we have to do it daily, right? You need to realize that you are the success that someone is looking for. You are the hope someone is praying for, and you are the key that unlocks someone's yes. I cannot sit here and tell you how grateful I am that Neolife came into our lives. It has completely changed everything for us. And I love it. But if you don't believe in what you're doing, and if you don't share your story and you don't show up, then your yes will forever stop with you. And here's what I know, guys. What we all have our hands on is too life-changing for that, right? So together, I want to challenge us all to lock arms, get in the trenches together, and tie our shoes. If you're not earning your 3 for free yet, let's do that. Let's go. You can do it. If you have not helped one club member earn theirs, let's go, right? If you've not shared your story this week, let's do it. It's Friday, let's go, right? If you've not taken your products consistently every day, Let's go, because our products work in our body, not on the counter, right? Set some non-negotiables in your business. What do you want? Think about that over the weekend. Do you want to lose 50 pounds? Awesome. Do you want to earn an extra $200 a month, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month? Whatever that number is for you, that's awesome, right? You want to increase your back squat like I did by 65 pounds. Awesome. You can do that, right? Whatever your wants are, you got to tell yourself that it's possible with Neolife, but it's not guaranteed, right? This is a work program. But the beauty here is the more impact that you choose to create in your own story and turning around and sharing that is the exact way we're able to move ourselves forward, right? You might lose less weight. You might lose more weight. You might earn more on your check. You might earn less, right? It is all 100% up to you, right? This opportunity that we have in our hands, I believe, I have never seen anything like it. I've never been more excited about the future, and it's all in our hands, and it's incredible. So let's all lead with our yes, with 100% rock solid belief, own that confidence, have that passion, that excitement, go out there unapologetically without expectations, and let's go make this month the biggest impact month we have ever made together, and go change a lot of lives.
All right, stop the share. I don't know, I thought there was a lot of great little points and everything that she shared, but one thing that kind of stood out the most was that confidence and that excitement and that passion and the enthusiasm. Because I remember, like, when I go way back, a lot of people used to say to me, how did you do it so quickly? I didn't know anything about the products. I became a director very quickly, and I stayed there for, forever. And I had to look back. And when I was listening to Jamie talk, I remember that feeling of that passion and excitement and enthusiasm. And just, even though I didn't know a lot about the products, I was still confident that they worked because of the experience I'd had with our family and our friends. And I think that's what we have to instill when we go out, talk to people. That is what's going to attract people to what you're doing, right? Remember how she said they buy you, they don't necessarily buy the product, even though they're buying the product, but they buy you first. Okay, so is there anything that kind of stood out for you guys, or anything that kind of maybe was an aha moment, or any points that you want to share? Because we're recording this. This is going to be shared with our team. That Shelly, I know you're doing. Oh my gosh, I've seen such a transformation in you, and you're more passionate about sharing. I don't know. There's something changed. Do you feel that?
Oh, absolutely. And I think the two things that stood out for me were stop playing it small and stop overthinking the good things, the good stuff. Because it's that nervousness about just, going out and just doing it, because what if, well, just go out and do it and be confident, and there's going to be some things that work out well and some things that don't. And then you learn from the things that do work out, and you learn from the things that don't work out, but at least you try it, right?
Right. Excellent. Anybody else? I want to have a conversation with you guys. You can unmute yourselves, please. Joan, were you thinking? I like to see you're deep in thought. You usually have something awesome to add to stuff like this. When?
Well, I don't have anything awesome to add, but I
You
remember
always
the
do.
first
Yeah, you
time.
always do. Have that confidence, girl. You always have something awesome to add. We love having your feedback.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm thinking of when I first heard about Neolife from Lynn. A trusted Lynn. She was my best friend. And I was going through a rough time in my life. My husband had left me. I had 2 babies, and it wasn't my weekend with them. So I was with her, and eventually with her and Dawn. Boy, they really got lucky. But anyway, I trusted her. That's what made me take the foundation products. I trusted her. So I get that people have to trust you. You have to
Mhm.
trust me. I have to trust me.
Yes. Yeah. And feel confident that people will trust you. You have
Absolutely.
to speak with confidence.
With
right?
all those things, passion and excitement, but not too like crazy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Anybody else? You're muted, Joan, if you're wanting, because I know you're looking at, are you wanting to say something? Are you, no, okay. Anybody else? You guys are too quiet tonight. Come on, guys. Where's your excitement and your passion and enthusiasm?
I think Nada, the list that you gave, right? Like,
Yeah.
have you shared your story? Have you followed up? I think the action will bring excitement, right? And bring um, that passion. So yeah,
Mhm.
if you don't do those things, then you don't feel you forget about the passion you have. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it is, you're right. And it's easy to fall into that, like into that pattern of not following up, of not doing the little things that you need to do, right? We get kind of in that comfort zone, right? So, but we got to keep that energy level up, that enthusiasm up. And I'm not saying you're not going to take breaks. We all need to take breaks, right? But if you're wondering, how do I get to my goal, and you haven't, you're that much closer to 4,000, or that much closer to leadership school, or that much closer to becoming a sapphire, right? And you really want that, and you have that vision that she was talking about, then you need to look at all of those little points that she shared.
I think I'll type up the list and put it in front of me to remind me
Yeah.
of all these things.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah. And I think that's what Jamie did, right? She just wrote it all out, and then she just created that amazing PowerPoint slide. But I think some of those points were pretty powerful. Excellent. Thank
And
you.
I think sort of I'm gonna examine my story
Mhm.
because how we tell our story as well too.
Mhm.
I mean, not hyped up as such, but I have a feeling I need to do something with my story, a little more with my story. Um,
Joan, your story is powerful. You don't have to change your story. I think you just have to change the energy and how you say your story. That's all. And you've done it a few times like that. You have. There's been a couple of times where you can tell that you're more passionate. I think, and you're right. Some people don't, it doesn't come naturally for some people. You have to practice, right? And I think you're probably discovering that, because your story is powerful.
or getting the right words too as well, right? Positive words, right? It has more of an effect if you have, I mean, you're telling the truth, but you can get better words. That's what I'm feeling for myself. So I'm gonna work on my story.
But remember, I think you're overthinking what Jamie was saying. You overthink too much. Just share. I think it's not so much, even for me, it's not, I don't think of the words. I mean, I'm telling my story, but it's the energy behind how you say your story, Joan. I really, really think so. I think you've got your story down pat. You do. It's just put a smile on your face, and and put some energy into the flow. That's all. That's just the way I feel about your story. Very powerful story.
And remember, Jim Stevenson used to always say, it's not what you say, it's if you talk from the heart, because we'll never have the words perfect. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it doesn't matter. Jamie's words were not perfect tonight, but because she said it with such enthusiasm and excitement, it flowed. And people get so hung
Exactly.
up on all the details, and then it takes away from the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just
And I think also when exactly what you two are saying, what helps to bring out that passion and that emotion is what was the pain, or what was the reason that it was so helpful. I know sometimes I'll just say, do you know what, I used to be active, and then my knees hurt, and then I tried these products, and within a month I was fine again.
Yeah.
Which is fine as a story, but if I want to actually say, why is that meaningful to me, it's like, okay, well, I used to be active, but then I had pain in my knees. Well, here's the issue. I want to be able to bike with my husband. I want to be able to go and ski with my son. I want to be able to go and do these things. So now all of a sudden, if I can get help to improve my knees so that I don't have the pain, I can do these things that are so important to me. And now all of a sudden that emotion and that, comes from, and that energy comes from it because it's impactful and it's meaning for our lives, moving forward.
Right. Excellent. Very, very well said, Shelley. And on that note, I want to congratulate you on hitting the leaderboard. I know that has been a goal of yours, and just congratulations. And things are starting to really grow for you and your team. So I wanted to say, I've watched you and your energy at the booth and the way you're connecting and talking with people. I can see that enthusiasm, right? And the energy and the passion, right? I think that's key right there. So thank you. And I think most of you have seen the GOC. Has everybody seen the gathering? Do I have to stop share first? Hang on. Can you see the GOC now that I pulled it up or no?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to go into all the details, but there's some things that I wanted to review with you guys before we say goodnight tonight. And that's the new incentive tracker feature. I think if you go in the back office, you can see all the incentives now for convention. You can click on, you can track your team's progress by going to My Team, Sales Performance, and then clicking on the icon profile of your team. I think most of you know so what they've earned. So really important that you play around with your back office. And also some of the new features with the challenge reset. So it's a lot easier to reset your challenge at any time in the back office. You can download the report, a new report showing people in your team enrolled in the challenge. So there's great ways of you just keeping track and managing some of the features in that back office. And just trying to see what else there is here. And oh yes, the heart of leadership. So true leadership is a matter of heart, right? And I think that's where Jamie was really hitting on the nail with the excitement and the passion. And great leaders in any endeavor in life have 5 core leadership characteristics within them. Hunger for wisdom. That's where the personal growth and knowledge that comes along. Coming to trainings, listening to the health talks, expect the best. I think that's really important. So that hope of a better tomorrow. How can you be a share of hope if you don't believe in a better tomorrow? Okay, so that's one of the things that is really, really important as a leader. Respond with courage. Everyone is going to face difficulties, challenges, setbacks, but great leaders always respond with courage. And think others first. So there's only one true type of leadership, and that is servant leadership. Great leaders think about others first. And I think as a whole, that is the nature of our Neolife business. We see it time and time again with everybody in our team and in other teams in North America. This really is one of the greatest qualities I think that we have as a team, and even in our Canadian team. So I want to thank you all for being amazing leaders. And I'm going to stop share for a second. And I know all of you have done your vision and your goals and set your goals with your success teams. And I just want to say congratulations for those of you that have taken that challenge to be on the success team. I know, Shelley, you had went Monday session already, right? And you said it was really good compared to, I think they're starting to improve the way they lay out their program. Do you want to share a little bit? Because I think I don't get mine until Friday. So I'm a little.
I think it's that important thing that I always find of the how. and some of the things that you want to be working on and how some of the things that you want to set things up, although it might be a little bit different for everybody. But I think they just focused on a little bit more of helping us figure out how we want to move forward. So yeah, some good tips.
Excellent. Okay, so I guess some of you will be on the Wednesday and I'll be on the Friday. So, okay, so I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight. And if hopefully you'll have some guests over. I know Shelley and Mary Ellen are going to be running the session in about 20 minutes. So I want to thank you so much for all you do, and have a great evening. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shelley.
Bye.
Good night to everyone.
Good night.
Good night.